Alright, ladies and gentlemen, so today we're going to be doing a video, just a fun video, nothing too serious, about what are my top 10 favorite characters to use, or maybe it's just like that specific character because of a moment in BBS or something. It's mainly going to be like the most characters I use, to be honest, and if I don't own them, I'm basically not, I'm going to be ranking them very low, because there's one rank that I know it's going to be super low, but it's just because I haven't had the time to test play them or anything, but I do still like them. Yeah, just want to do a little list. That would be fun. Let me know down below your top one of each attribute. Just curious, because typing all 10 is a bit much, but if you do, that's cool. But yeah, it's obviously going to be my personal list. If you think my top one speed is an L, that's fine. It's literally just whoever you like more. It's not power ranking. It's mainly just who I like to use more or who I use the most. But obviously, you know, the better characters are going to be up towards the top because I like to use the better characters. They clear faster. Because if you don't know, I am farming my entire box. So there's going to be some farmers and you'll be like, why are they up so high? It's because I'm farming every single attribute in the game to T10. I've gotten heart and speed done. So yeah, without further ado, let's just hop in. And this is my list. Top 10 power, speed, heart, mind, and technique. And we'll just start off. This one is the one that Bambietta is just incredibly low, only because I don't have her and I've never like seen her, like I don't see her in epic grades. I don't see her in IT. I never really saw that much gameplay of her because I think the only person I saw pull her that I've seen is Extro, and you know, he's gonna say it's the best unit ever made, but you know. So once I actually pull her, she could definitely be up higher. But dude, when you're like sorting through all these characters, like, it was rough trying to pick a top 10. I'm not gonna lie, because I don't use her that much. I don't use Rangiku that much. I use Jushu that much, but I don't really like him that much. But okay, also I'm sorry about this. But trying to pick top 10 tech is insane. I have like triple the speed in here for some reason. But like, I guess Thousand Bow or Aizen. I guess Thousand Bow or Aizen would be. I literally just zoomed right over him, so I'll probably take Retsu out. I'm not gonna lie, but like, I don't enjoy using a nag. I take Rangiku out actually. I don't enjoy using Thousand Bow or Aizen that much. Like, it'll probably be like this, you know. Like, I haven't used Artwork Ichigo in so long. Like, he's another technique unit that I used to use a lot, but I just don't really use anymore. Almost every single character I've used this year, easily. Almost every single one here. For mind, I guess let's stay on tech. Technique, Gremmy, he's, obviously it's probably a bit recency bias, but he's absolutely insane. I love all of his strong attacks. You know, he feels really good. Just slap on long stride for him in IT or anything that's not guild quest realistically, and he's really fun. He's fast. He does insane damage. Bada bing, bada boom. Shinji, I recently pulled, and I've been using. I used a few times. But I've seen a lot of people use him, more specifically one of my buddies in Discord. I've seen him use him a lot, and I even use him in Arena, so he feels super smooth. I really like him. Just give him long stride in regular content, and he's insane. Wish I could have used him in Guild Quest, but he's still really, really fun. I really like the character. His animations are also really cool. I'm probably going to be saying the same exact thing for a lot of these characters, by the way. Yeah, really like the character. Also, it's like a very unique one. We don't have any. I guess we do have a Bankai Shinji, but you know what I mean. Cool form, essentially. Quincy Ichigo is also very, very fun. He's not like that insane in Guild Quest, I'm not gonna lie. Like, he's good, but he's not insane. But I still use him all the time in IT. He has increased status summon chance against speed attribute enemies. He's an immune, but he's also very fast. I like his strong attack kits. His 18% shave is just very but it's not terrible. It doesn't kill him. I still like his SA2 and his SA3. He's also just such a cool looking character. I love his soul bomb. I think it's like one of the most highly ranked soul bombs on Aaron Arrow's like top 2023 list or whatever it was. He was 2023, right? I believe. So yeah, exceptional character. Hallibell, the best potion farmer in my opinion for technique. Obviously, you know, Jushiro, yeah, but I use Hallibell a lot. Okay, I use her so much. I T20 my entire box of speed characters, so you know, I've been using her plus 10 super pots. She has a really good kit. Unfortunately, she's not completely status immune, but I still really like using her. Her SA1 is a bit annoying trying to like line everything up, but once you get that down, it's not bad. She does really good damage. Can easily clear with under a minute if you have a lobby. It's really, really good unit. And also, she's one of my favorite characters. She's also very attractive, so that also helps. Ichibei is just a really cool character. He's really cool. Even with only his gauge gimmick being a bit annoying, it's not like a Wetsu's or a character like, what's another insane gauge, like King Doo's. It's still a very good gauge. It still does very, very good damage. I also like all of his like strong attacks. They all look really cool. His kit as well is also really good. I like it, especially since I got him 2.5. It's definitely vastly improved my liking of him. Granted, it's fairly recently, but I still really like the character. But nothing too much to say there. And then this is where the list, I'm just like, they're whatever. Toshiro, I'm not gonna lie. If I had to guess where I'd rank Bambi, by the way, I think it would probably be here. Genuinely, if I just had to rank her off like a guess. I'm not the biggest fan of the Toshiro. He does really good damage and all that, but outside of him just looking cool, I'm not a fan of his gauge. I think it's really slow. It's just not that fun. He's only like a 2.5 character for me, so you know that might also be a thing, but technique is just probably my least favorite attribute overall. Retsu I do use a bit, but I never really used her in point event. I didn't use the huge farming or anything, so I don't have that much attachment to her. She looks really cool though. I think she's one of my favorite soft league design characters. I should probably do a tier list on that one day. I haven't done that yet. Nothing to say too much there. I kind of also want to speed through this. It's already been 7 minutes for one attribute. Jushiro, he's just a really good farmer that I use quite a bit. Okay, not great, but like, you know, plus 10 droplet or potions, and he does relatively good damage. Outside of that, not much. So honestly, I'm doing this. I'm pushing Aizen above these three because if you know my account, you know I used Aizen a lot. I used him so gosh darn much, and I kind of resent using him that much, but I did. Okay, so I'll put him where he probably deserves to be. Okay, because 48,000 runs, and this is why that one year to Luigi is so high. I use it quite a bit, but you know. Okay, moving on. Going into mind. Ishin is my favorite mind character in the game. He is so fun. I love his SA1. His SA2 isn't the best, but it's still good. I like all of his visuals. He feels really smooth. He feels really clean. Does insane damage. He works in literally all content, except epic rage is a bit iffy because he's a last rate based character. He wants to inflict last rate, and he inflicts more status elements against. He does inflict or have a higher chance against. Oh god, I actually can't remember. Is it? Okay, I could not remember. It is increase against heart attribute enemies. So I actually like that more for basically anything outside of Guild Quest. Everything outside of Guild Quest is amazing. That's why. I was like, I swear he feels more consistent with proccing status elements. But that's why. Okay. That makes a lot more sense. Because, like, no way it's just Quincy's, right? Because there's no way he'd have that high of a chance to inflict on everything. But, yeah, I really like him. He's just a really cool character. It's also one of my more favorited soul bombs. Like, they definitely did a really good job with Masaki and Ishin's Soul Bomb. I think it's one of my more favorites of the year. But yeah, Rampage character for mine, very, very much needed, and absolutely really like the unit. Yuha, he's just a really, really insane character. Like him in literally almost any content you can think of him in, outside of, like, you know, raid battles and stuff. But Arena, Guild Quest, IT, Limit Breaker, he usually does very, very well. Obviously, you know, the rules in Limit Breaker kind of cuck him, but you know what I mean. Also, he's just a really cool character. His model, though, I'm not the biggest fan of it. I think it looks incredibly stupid. I think it's like one of the worst 1,000-year Blood War models. Like, I don't think he ever looks like that. Like, if I bring it up real quick, like, dear goodness gracious, dude, they butchered his model. I don't know what they did to him. Maybe it's just me, okay? But, like, he is so thin. I don't know what they did to his face. Maybe it's just a certain angle that they got from the 1,000-year Blood War. Like, the colors and stuff are alright, but, like, he's so thin. Like, he's huge in the anime, bro. He's humongous. And then they just, like, downsize him. So, I don't know. I'm not a personal fan of it. And, like, the skin color, like, it just looks so off. Like, right here, it looks fine. But over here, like, it just doesn't look like him, you know? I don't know. Maybe it's just me. It just looks super off-putting. But yeah, that's why it's not like the main reason he's number 2, but you know, it definitely doesn't help. Meninos, I know I only realistically use her in IT, but oh my god, she is so good. She is probably my favorite farmer. No, I'd still probably say Senjumaru is number 2 because I don't have to really do that much with her. She's absolutely insane. But Meninas is such a safe alternative. She's really, really good. She has plus 10 super pots. She also has potions. No droplets though, but all of her strong attacks are also very good. Oh, her SA1. That's why she's not number 1. Meninas' SA1 is definitely not the most ideal. Definitely prefer Senjumaru's, or like a Rangiku SA1 as well. I wouldn't mind. I think that'd be a bit better. I believe Meninas has the 18% shave, if I'm not mistaken, but it's still good. I still like the kit. She's a really, really good damage dealer, and she is probably my number 1, number 2 favorite Bambi girl, so, that also helps. Realistically, the only Bambi girl I don't like is Little Tuttle, but, it is what it is. Going on to Anniversary White, he's just really cool. I like all of his attacks. He's super aggressive, super, fast. That's also a help. And, dude, his art just stands out, against everyone else. They're, kind of, colorful and whatnot. His just looks like a metal-looking band album cover. I don't know how else to describe it. He just looks really cool. It looks menacing. He's a hollow, so that plays into it. He just looks really mean. He's also really fun. When I first got him, mine was in a terrible spot. The best character was the character from the year before, 7th Anniversary Ichigo. That's crazy. And it's not even because they didn't release mine characters, just because every mine character after that was just kind of a flop. They all just kind of were whatever. The only, somewhat close one was Balgo, and then this Yamamoto, which is crazy. It is crazy. Also, it's crazy how much Balgo has fallen off since I got Meninas, I'm not going to lie. He was, one of my top 3 most favorite in mine characters. And within this year, they've almost all replaced him. Yama's probably a bit of a recency bias, I'm not going to lie, but, it is what it is. But, yeah, White's very cool. Also love his Soul Bomb and his animations. Asnot, he's just really cool. He's one of my favorite Stern Raiders. I like this form of Asnot more than his Volsingish or whatever they're going to call it. That fights Rukia. I like Core 1 Asnot more. He just looks cool. He feels good. He does good damage. He's not, insane, but I genuinely do really like the character. Not too much more to say there. He's just a cool character. I'm sorry it's going to get very repetitive, but that's mainly why I pick these characters. They're either really good damage or they're really cool to me. That's pretty much it. And then Nini. Nini is a bit of a weird one because I do have her. I do like the character, but it's genuinely only in Limit Breaker or Guild Quest. And Very Hard Guild Quest, she does very good, even at just 1 out of 5. I got you can easily get a 30-second clear with her just at 1 out of 5, which is very nice. Her gauge is really fun in Guild Quest or Limit Breaker because of how many mobs there are. The gauge recharge characters or gauge rampage characters are very fun when there's a lot of mobs. And when you have killer. When you don't have all the rules on your side, it makes it very aggravating and just very unfun. In IT, if you bring Ichibi or Nini and you don't have killer, you're not going to have a good time. You need killer or you need them at least 2-5 to make them very, very fun. And when she has all the rules going for her, she's a very fun character. She's very fluid. You get the recharge going. I like her strong attack kit. I think it's pretty good. And I do like Nini, I think she's my second favorite Burn the Witch character. I'm probably going to piss a lot of people off considering I don't have a certain Burn the Witch Halloween character on here, but it is what it is. Going on to Yamamoto, it's a bit of a recency bias because the most recent epic raid, the Byakuya one, I had a few people join in with him, mainly one guy, and he was just absolutely nuking that epic raid, and I was like, dude, I got to try him out. So I've been trying him out. Dude, he's so much fun. I've been mainly using him in arena and epic raids, but he's just a lot of fun recently, so that's why he's up here. It's my list. Leave me alone. It's my list. Yeah, he's fun. He's a really solid character. I do somehow have him 5-5 as well, so that also really helps. I think it's the only Yamamoto that I generally like using. So rip my man. Yeah, just a short little thing. Shout out to Susu. And then 7th Anniversary Ichigo. He's just super RNG reliant, I'm not gonna lie. He's good. He also looks really cool. I will say I think he looks really cool. The animations are also really nice. The blue and red is just beautiful. I really like this OST and whatnot, but oh my god, having to proc SP boost made me lose my mind using this character. Made me lose my mind. Very hard Guild Quest without the Shuhei man. It's not that fun. Soul Reaper GQ, I'm not looking forward to on Thursday, but yeah, that's he's good. It's just I don't really use him anymore. I got better characters, and I never go for him unless maybe I'm autoing. That's like the only time I might use him because he is ranged. He has a vortex. That's about it. Belgo, I have to still give some credit to the man. He helped me farm so much. The revive on him is very nice. Weakening and drain help carry an IT. He is also a 5/5, so that also definitely helps. He's just a very fun. He's just a really good character outside of Guild Quest. Outside of that, I like his little rolling animation. That's also kind of funny. And that's pretty much about it. Same thing for Momo. She's just another farmer that I really use quite a bit. Then yeah, like getting 10 characters is kind of gets iffy because they kind of get outdated by the time you end up getting to them because there's just a lot of NAD characters, a lot of filler throughout the year. But you know, that's just how it is for me. Onto Heart, Tsushiya Ichigo is still probably my favorite Ichigo just because of how cool he looks. I love his animations. He's super smooth. I don't like him in IT as much as Conquered Ichigo, but that's kind of obvious. Conquered Ichigo is specifically designed for Guild Quest, or IT, whereas this Ichigo clears in literally everything else way faster. He's really fun, love his animations. He also is 5/5, so that also helps, but he's just really good in literally anything you want to put him in. The last rate has insane damage, he's quick, and he also looks really cool. So, also one of my favorite moments in Core 2. Toshiro, he is up here, but it's just because he's really good. I also think his art looks really cool. His animations are also really nice. I really wish he had the speed, or is he a power? I think it's a power. The NAD character that dropped along King Do. I wish he had that SA2. That SA2 looks really cool. I had like the ice and the mist around it. That was probably my favorite Toshiro strong attack animation, I'm not going to lie. But he's still really fun. I really like him. I don't know why I thought he was speed for a second looking at him again, but yeah, not too much to say. Like his soul bomb is whatever, but he looks cool. He's really good. His SA2 is a bit delayed, which is why it's not the best thing. And then his EX skill is also like whatever, to be honest. I think it's actually like really bad. I was hoping it'd be really good in Guild Quest, but it's really not. So it's whatever. But Rengiku, kind of obvious why she's here. She is my go-to heart farmer. She's really fun. She's also a very hot woman. I'm sorry that plays into this, but come on now, look at those fangs. She's just really fun. Her SA2 is a bit weird. Every time I drop my SA2, it looks like she's like going off to the side of the map, but it's because they put the beach chair in it for some reason. I don't really know why they did that, but it is what it is. That can never go wrong with Caleb dropping a hot farmer. Looking at the power attribute. Please drop a hot super pot farmer. Thank you. Okay. Now going into Kyogre. Kyogre is also an insane character. You can use him literally anywhere. I use him quite a bit as well. Mainly go with Tsushiya Ichigo at this point because he is max incentive, but he would probably be my next best option. He's just really fun. His entire strong attack kit is very good. He has insane crowd control. He also looks insane. I love the Kyogre's model, especially just like remembering him from the anime. I thought he looked really cool. Yeah, that's pretty much about it. One of my favorite Stern Ritters. Just a really cool character, to be honest, and they made him really strong, so that's really good. Tsushiya Ichigo, what Conquered Ichigo, dude, he's just so cool. What the anime return with him, really hype moment. This is around the time when I started to get like really hyped for BBS, like where I was like, dude, maybe I kind of want to do content on this game, and then it just took me like another year to start, but it is what it is. It was just really cool. Like he brought me into the anime, or like not the anime, like brought me into the 1000 Bower anime essentially. It's just a really cool moment. You know, really glad we got all the core 1 characters from this scene as well. The art looks really cool. His animations are really cool. He's a really good character. So I really enjoyed the character. Use him pretty much every single week. You know, farming scrolls or potions or anything like that from the super pots. I use him as an autoer. Or in IT, if I don't want to use Rangiku and I want a fast run, I just use Conquered Ichigo. So, yeah. 6th Anniversary Aizen. He's still I think he is still the coolest character to me. Just because it's Aizen and it's beyond resurrection form essentially. He's just insanely cool. Like I love his strong attack animations. The attacks on him are perfect. Also for a new player, him having drain was really nice to me. I didn't understand what the hell it meant. I didn't understand why I was getting healed. But I was like, oh my god, I can stay alive forever. I can never die. And then I found out what it actually was. I was like, okay, that makes a bit more sense. But I 5/5 him. He's the reason I started playing BBS. So honestly, he should be up here. You know what I'm saying? But He has fallen off though. I've used him in IT recently and he just doesn't feel that insane, so I don't really use him that much. But whenever I'm autoing like IZ, or if I'm autoing like an extreme co-op or something like that, I definitely end up using like Aizen or 8th Anniversary Ichigo. Those are one of my more go-to characters, especially when I auto. Yoruichi, I don't use her much anymore because I got her to 100,000 runs and then I accidentally used her one extra time, so she's at 101,000 runs. But when I used her, she was one of my most favorite characters to bring into IT, like to manually play. Like, yes, there's Conquered Ichigo and whatnot, but sometimes you just gotta bust out your favorite character, you know, and just actually have a lot of fun. Visually, she's one of my favorite Sophie characters. I know it looks like, oh, it's just her in a gown, I guess, essentially, but it's Yoruichi, man. You're never gonna get me to say that she's a bad character, Sophie design, or anything. I like her Strong Type Kid as well. It's one of my favorite, except autoing. Oh my god, watching this character auto makes me want to throw my PC out the window. It is awful. She'll hit like one mob with each strong attack and then run in and die or something. It makes me so upset. But either way, she is probably my first or second favorite 1000 and Bubble design. And I'm not gonna lie. Just because of thinking of that. 1 second. Doesn't that look better? We kicked off Tensa. Off of speed. But yeah, Yoruichi, absolute favorite. One of my favorite characters. Going on to Ruruka. I almost said Rangiku. Ruruka. I really like the character. She's really fun. This is one of the characters where I was like, I'm kind of running out of characters to really think of. But I still did like the Ruruka when I used her. Took me a while to get her though. I think I got her back in like May or something. She's good. I like her visual. She's a fun character. Just not like one of my favorites, but she's good. I like her. And then these last two, I'm just going to quickly go over. They're just farmers. They're my go-to epic grade farmers. The plus 10 droplet skill is one of my most adored skills in the entire game at this point. Because, oh my days, have I been like, guys, I need droplets. I need droplets. Please bring droplets. I know it's kind of a silly thing to rank, but being able to like farm, you know, it's a T20, so much easier, has just really helped. And, you know, kind of want to give the characters some love because they're still very good characters. They're not like absolutely insane, but I really like the characters. They're good to use. People like will say like they're absolute shit, but like she's a plus 10 potion farmer and a barrier character. She's a barrier character with plus 10 droplets and 30% more droplets. It might even be 50. I'm not too sure, but still a very, very good character. Really like them. All right, going on to speed. Yachiru Unohana, one of the coolest characters in 1000 Bubble, to be honest, in my eyes. One of the most fun characters as well. That's the only reason that I think these characters are above Kenpachi. They are just more fun. Like, I really like his SA3 and whatnot, his Kenpachi, but he's just a bit too slow. Yachiru, she has the sprinter, she has the long stride, she has insane damage output. She's insanely good basically everywhere outside of, like, her respective GQs. Like, she's insane. She is insane. I'm not saying she is the #1 speed character. I'm saying she's my favorite to use. Okay, people are gonna get that twisted. People are gonna see this like, oh, what are you talking about? No, my favorite to use. That's why 1000 Bubble Yoruichi is even on this list. #2 would be Senjumaru. She is by far probably my most played speed character, like manually. Kind of for obvious reasons. I'm currently almost about to T20 my entire power box. I have like 10 characters left or something. So I've definitely been using this character ever since I got her. She like Tensa would have been up there too, but she just replaces him, so that's why I kind of just kicked him off. Just another farmer that is like whatever. It's not like he does anything better than Senjumaru. I use her more anyways, so you know it is what it is. If you like Tensa though, that's fair. He's a fun character, but Senjumaru, hot character, insanely good damage character. So I want a power character like this. I really wish the power farm was Soy farm. I'm not gonna lie. I think it would have fit her beautifully, but it is what it is. But yeah, and Senjumaru looks really good. I like her animations. Her soul one is also really cool. Really hoping Bankai Senjumaru gets the same kind of treatment in terms of like making her an absolutely insane character, which I assume we will get probably later this year, but who knows. Going on to Macy, a character I never really expected to get because I wasn't that like involved or like I haven't really seen much of Burn the Witch, but when I did see her, I was like, dude, I'm summoning. Like, she was the main seller for the banner. Like, Bruno was really cool, I won't lie. I don't care about for the character in the game, by the way. I hate his kit. But Macy, absolutely insane character, love her. I like all of her strong attacks. I didn't even notice that her SA1 was an 18% shave until Deathmasher brought it up. And I was like, I did not know that. But Love her visuals. Her SA2 is insane. I love her damage output. She procs fairly consistently as well for me. You know, after I found out that you could just like dash forward SA1 and then dash again in the guild quest, that definitely helped me come back to like her. But in IT, she's really fun. Lemon Breaker with the recharge and whatnot is absolutely insane. One of my most favorite characters. And yeah, not too much to say there. Just really, really insane character. Owetsu. I'm so sorry. It's almost the exact same thing. Now, I know I don't have this character in my main, but I did have him on my alt. I've been seeing him all over. And he looks really cool. He looks really good. Like, he's insanely fast. He's incredibly fast. He doesn't have to proc RNG on his status ailments, which I will say is a big gripe for me on a lot of characters. But that's why most of them have like increased status ailment chance or something along those lines, or just overall really good anyways. But not having to proc RNG is an immediately win for me. It looks like he's going to be absolutely insane. He also has Poise Break, so on Limit Breaker request, that's going to be really nice. It was very nice when I used him. And he also looks really cool. Like, Owetsu is one of my favorite characters from 1000 Year Low, where he is him. He is probably my favorite Squad Zero member, so that also really helps him. And he's just really cool. He's really solid. He's really cool. Cannot wait to try him in Guild Quest. Granted, he's going to be on my alt, so I don't know how that's going to go. I wish I could have pulled him on my main, but unfortunately, the other characters in the banner were very mediocre to me, so unfortunate. Going on to Kenpachi, bro, he's Kenpachi. He's so goddamn cool. I love him, everything about him, except he just doesn't have complete status immunity and doesn't have built-in long stride. But I can easily give him long stride just like how I did Grimmy. But the not having complete status immunity definitely like kind of kills it for me, in terms of him being like a top 3 or something like that. But he's still really good. He's still incredibly strong. You don't even need to inflict status ailments in IT because he does so much raw damage with his 100% Berserker. What else does he have? That's like the main thing. Like, he has the SP boost obviously, but without proccing the SP boost, you know. But he's just insane. He has a good strong attack kit too. Once you figure out the placements and whatnot, his SA1 actually is pretty darn good. His SA2 I really do like. Obviously, I would prefer like a Vortex or something, but you know what I mean. It's still really, really good. And then his SA3, the True Shikai, end of your Ichigo attack, you know, the double phase one, is absolutely insane. Really, really fun character, and his soul bomb is insane. Really like the character. Cutting the meteor in half is absolutely just beautiful. As for this, my favorite Yoruichi, it's always between these two. This Yoruichi, I'm waiting for a remake, but at the moment, she is definitely one of my more favorite characters. She's really fast. No guard break. Oh, no guard break. She's so cool though. She's so cool. I really like her strong attack kit. It's just the fact that she doesn't have guard break. I really wish she could get that. Hopefully they add that in the future. But yet again, it's my favorite list, so I can put her wherever I want. I can put her right here for all I care, because she is the Yoruichi that kept me in the game. I love this character visually. She's really fun to play. Mainly just end up using her in point event, to be fair. I've tried her in point and IT a few times. It's not the most beautiful thing to see, but you know, if you want to have fun, you kind of have to, you know, go out of your comfort zone. You know, try your favorite character. But yeah, not much to say about that. The transformation is cool and all, but I kind of want the Thundercat Yoruichi remake to just be a Thundercat Yoruichi, not a base 1000 Year Low Yoruichi. But I'll probably still 5-5 him no matter what. Going on to Okiura, one of my more favorited speed characters. He's just super fast. I love his strong attack kit. The SA1, SA2, SA3 is just all absolutely gorgeous. Oh, right, I think we were on Okiura. Sorry, I got a phone call. And yeah, Okiura, I think, was the first anniversary character remake, if I'm not mistaken, on the triple Okiura banner. The hype that this brought, dude, oh my days. The amount of people I saw saying, oh my god, we need a triple Aizen banner, we need a triple Ichigo banner, we need a triple Yoruichi banner. That was me, yes sir. Technically, they did make a triple Kenpachi banner, as a Shiro Kirishi King Kenpachi, so you know, they kind of did it, but yeah. I would like to see those banners return, but maybe more so on, not the main character like Ichigo, but you know, yeah. We get enough Ichigos. Yeah, he's just really cool, really fun. Kangdu, I'm not the biggest fan of the character, but his kit is really fun, I can't lie. It's super safe because he has the multi-barrier SA2. He has status on, you know, freeze on all of his strong attacks. He has a really high chance of inflicting freeze. I believe has Frenzy 2 and then Frenzy 3 with his gauge. So that's also really, really good. His strong attack kit is also very nice. SA1, is a beam. SA2 I think is like a lunge, but it's still not that terrible. It's definitely like his weakest strong attack, but it's still good. And his SA3 full screen. He's also really fast, really fun. I don't think he's completely immune though, if I'm not mistaken. I think he's like freeze immune or something. So it is what it is. But outside of that, like he's really good. Mila Rose, my go-to potion farmer, like as regular potions, like if I want a plus 10. Obviously, once I got Senjumaru, though, she kind of fell off for me, but that was about 6 months worth of using Mila Rose for the extra plus 10 or plus 15 potions if we had potion links like Ganton Bane at the time, which I can't remember if we did. I'm pretty sure we did, but yeah. Then for Uryu, he's really cool. I genuinely really like this Uryu. I think this is probably my favorite Uryu in the game. Probably the only Uryu I actually like. His strong attack kit is good. He does really, really good damage. He also looks really cool, which is like the biggest part for a lot of these characters for me. And yeah, not too much to say about that. Obviously, there might be a little bit of recency bias since I did just use him in the most recent Limit Breaker to like actually score really, really high. But I've seen people use him in like every single Limit Breaker where he has like 2 rules at least, and he always like holds his own at least, so that's pretty good. Now going on to power. Power 100% is Mugetsu. I just absolutely love this character. I don't really see a downside to him. I know people will be like, oh, well, he doesn't have, what is it called? Is it Disabler? What the hell is it called? I actually forgot what it's even called. I'm not going to lie. Where he keeps his status elements for more than like 2 seconds. Debilitator? Yeah, it's Debilitator. That's what it's called. He doesn't have Debilitator. It's fine. Like, it's whatever. You inflict weakening, you drop another strong attack, and you kill the boss anyways. It's not like he needs like 17 strong attacks to kill a boss. Like, he's still incredibly good. I still got like a 49-second clear with a 1-5 Mugetsu in melee Hollow Week. Like, he's still incredibly broken. Like, you one-shot probably anything you face anyways, especially if you get him 2-5, which I recently did. He's super, super fast. He looks really, really cool. I like his Soul Bomb. I like his strong attack animations too. I like his strong attack kits. There's really nothing I can complain about to him, except he has a very useless killer, but I still use him outside of when he has killer and IT and whatnot, and he still does absolutely insane. That's kind of what the next 2 characters are. Like, they have like one problem with them, and they still are absolutely insane anywhere. Like Soifon, she doesn't have guard break. I don't care. She's really fun. She's really fast. I like her strong attack kit. I like her animations. Also, it's Soifon. Hot woman to me. So she's one of my more favorite power characters. She's really fast, you know. Her EX skill is pretty fun to use as well if you learn how to use it right, and you can just clear out an entire wave, especially in the IT maps where it's like all a straight line. Like the one I'm thinking of is where it's Ryukin and Masaki, and I went down the entire thing and one-shot all of them in the bosses. That was really funny. Yeah, just really like this Soifon. Her model is a bit weird. Like where the wings on her back is like white, so it like fades out her shoulders because she's so pale. They really need to add like a thick black outline border on her shoulders or something, but outside of that, like I really like the character. Second or third, I guess, would be Ulquiorra. I love his strong attack kit. SA1 is like the true end of your Tsushikai Ichigo, where it's like 2 beams like cut in half basically. It does like the same damage, I believe, but it's like they're like separated if I'm not mistaken. SA2 is like Unohana's, so it's really, really fast. And then SA3 is like the true Shikai Ichigo's, you know, the double blast. It's just unfortunate that he doesn't have paralyze or freeze or something on his SA3 to just keep enemies in place, because otherwise they run right at you and you get hit, and it's very aggravating. So in content that's not GQ, you kind of have to just hold it for like a split second, let it go so it lets both blasts off. But outside of that, he's still really, really good. Really cool as well. Would like to see more future banners. I think they're going to be a bit iffy for me though, summoning in the future though, just because of how much 1000 and above they're pumping out. And I'm not going to lie, I'm probably going to prefer 1000 and above over future, but it is what it is. I think it was a cool banner. Definitely needed the character in terms of like Quincy Killer. Range Quincy is awful. And outside of him just being bugged, I think he was an absolutely outstanding character. I don't really have any complaints about him. And now this might be like, but 8th Anniversary Ichigo is still one of my favorite characters in the entire game. I still use him in Limit Breaker. I use him in Guild Quest. Okay, not Guild Quest anymore, actually. I think he's been replaced. Yeah, I have Macy. So, you know, Macy and the other characters. But I can still use 8th Anniversary Ichigo. I use him in IT. I use him in IZ. I use him literally anywhere besides Guild Quest because I just have better characters. He's not the main lead. I forgot Macy is still better than him. And that you mainly want to go for the best character to clear the fastest. So obviously he's not meant for that. But everywhere else, like Limit Breaker, if he has like, if it's like a range power character needed, boom, Ichigo's there. He's got it. He can do it. He's just really, really efficient. He's really consistent. That's the main word. He has Frenzy +3 plus increased status element chance against technique attribute enemies. Gremmy is like about the same thing. You know, he's very consistent. But if you're not facing hollows, he doesn't have that increased status element chance. So it's just not as good, like in IT, to be honest, like autoing, you know, or like consistently proccing SP boost. Like I went like almost an entire IT stage without proccing SP boost. With Frenzy 3 is insane. Like, that increased status summon chance against a certain attribute or affiliation, I feel like is just such a higher multiplier, it seems like. So I think that's the more important thing than having Frenzy 3. Maybe that's just me. Maybe I'm wrong, but it also could just be RNG. But I also just really like Ichigo as a character, obviously. I think he's really cool. The moment was incredibly cool in the anime. I really like his visuals. I think it's probably one of my favorite Ichigo soul bombs. Like I still think I like it more than this Ichigo soul bomb, more than this one. I think the only thing that might top it is maybe this Mugetsu recently. This one though might still be better than it. This one is so cool. This one and 7th anniversary because they're like original form. So they're different. They're more different than the other ones, you know. Yeah, that's my take on it. Now, when I did drop the video, I was very disappointed in this Ichigo being just a droplet farmer, but now that I've been trying to teach one in my entire box, I have a different look on it, because getting a character with this much amount of damage is insane as a droplet farmer, because you can bring him into epic raids, give him the E-burn link, and you're fine. He does incredible damage without, he does incredible damage, and you don't need like a bunch of links to make him farm that many droplets, because he just has that much already like baked into his kit. You can give him full stamina damage and recharge links, and then just the E-burn link, and he does insane damage. Or you can go farm droplet zone like me and my buddies were. It was a Senjumaru, granted, but you know, we were farming and we were getting like 200 droplets a run, dude. It was insane. I really wish I had this character for technique, because I still have a lot of technique characters, so I really kind of wish I had him, but unfortunately I don't. So maybe he could have been higher in terms of that, but I don't have him that much. But he's very, very good. He does a lot of damage. Really fun character. Really cool looking character as well. Really cool moment in the anime. So that's why I thought I'd put him up this high. Now, as for Lilibaro, the reason he's this high is because he's my main IT farmer now. It was very recent that he went up this high. But we don't have a farmer. Every other character below this can be kind of replaced, to be honest, but Lilibaro being able to clear IT super consistently, no RNG needed realistically, in under a minute is insane. He's super fun, he's super fast, the melee collision on all of his strong attacks are just so good. He's also just a cool character. I really like Lilibaro, especially in the anime, so hopefully we get a new remake of him. The only downside is he doesn't actually farm potions, but you can just give him at his links, and it's more than fine. Just like Concord Ichigo. He's just like kind of a worse version of Concord Ichigo, but I feel like in a way he feels like he does more damage. I don't even know how that's possible. It's weird. I don't know. I usually clear faster with Lilibaro. I'm not too sure, but either way, absolutely insane character. He's also really, really cool. His soul bomb is a bit though, but outside of that, I think he's a really, really cool character, and so I ranked him really high. Parasol Rukia, I really like. She's cool. I like her animations. She's a fun character. Kind of sucks that she only has one status summon though, so in IT, I've noticed that, you know, when you can't inflict freeze, you can't pierce the Iron Skin, and it turns into an absolutely abysmal run, which I believe is the IT out right now, unironically, so that's kind of unfortunate. Same thing for King Do. Hello, Mr. King Do. So you can't actually bring an enemy with freeze, or a character with freeze, so that's unfortunate, but she's really fun. It's unfortunate about her SA2 being melee, but in IT, that doesn't really matter. That's why she's this low, because it's the only place I really ever care to use her. But she's still fun. You know, cool looking character. A lot of controversy. Yama, he's mainly just an epic grade farmer, I'm not going to lie. His soul bomb is really good, but ever since Mugetsu dropped, I haven't used this guy a singular time. He's been replaced in all of his guild quests. And I'm not going to lie, I kind of like, thank God, I don't really like Yama that much. But trying to look for other power characters, it was kind of just like, he's here. He's still, it's a cool moment, but we have like 10 of them, so, you know, it's like, But he still does good damage. I like his visuals. His visuals are really cool. But yeah, there wasn't any other power characters, I'm not going to lie. And then Eburn and Ruka, just really good farmers. Really good carries in terms of like drops for their respective attributes and whatnot. But yeah, as you can see, there's a few attributes where I'm just like, I just can't really think of any. Speed was like the easiest one, I'm not going to lie. Speed and heart. Mind was kind of iffy towards the end. Technique was kind of a brutal right here. And then power is like, yeah. So, yeah. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. Let me know down below your guys' favorites. Maybe it's just like your absolute favorite character that dropped at that one time. But this is for me, like, as of recently I've been playing, so I've been using these characters all the time. That's more so my thing. But yeah, let me know down below. Hope you guys have an absolutely amazing day. Take care, and peace out.